Okay, good morning. We have just recently discussed regarding to the positive and negative Laplacian concept. What is the mechanism associated with it? But still question arises whether it is possible to investigate what happens inside the cell, because whatever things are secreted, they are bound to particular region. Activators are going to bound particular region. Whenever we are discussing like that, then question arises whether this is the theoretical or practical. Because if it is happening, how we can trace out, how we can find out the things in a laboratory? Then obviously you may say that this might be possible due to the electron microscope, but it is not true. Because in electron microscope we capable to visualize the things which are related to the ultrastructure. Okay, up to the nanometer level details can be given. But one of the severe drawback as far as electron microscope is concerned, it doesn't allow to visualize in a live cell. Means whenever we are observing the cell under the electron microscope, the cell is already dead. We are taken a section, very thin section of the cell, and henceforth even the electron microscope are not sufficient. And even you know that the whether it is a DNA or RNA, majority of them are not properly revealed as far as electron microscopes are concerned, and this repressor and all these things are very much smaller. Then question arises how these particular concepts are known to us. So that answer is in the mutant, because we know that the whatever phenotypic changes are there, whatever morphological changes are there, whatever physiological changes are there, these changes are actually happen in the DNA. Means from outside changes we can say that the such and such thing might be happen, but still lot of theory, practical, so many investigations are needed. And only conclusion is that as far as this particular introduction is that this is not so simple as we understand as far as previous topics are concerned. For the clearing this concept and for the practically demonstrating, a lot of research is required. A modern technology, a theory, then prediction, proper application of logic, all these things are needed, and still majority of things are as at a theoretical level, because we can propose. Why propose? On the basis of the prediction. Okay, it is not illogical, just like other subjects. In science we logically think and then put the some idea. Then although we are not going to into detail as far as like mutants are concerned, but how it is helpful for clearing the concept regarding laboron, that we are going to discuss. Actually, I'm once again going to start from the summary of the previous lecture. There are four situations are possible when glucose is present and lactose is absent. The E. coli does not produce beta galactose. Beta galactose means all three enzymes. Just a token. I'm saying that the beta galactose, or you can say that the not produce the lactose degrading lactose utilizing enzymes. When the glucose is present and lactose is present, then E. coli does not produce beta galactose. Why? Because you all know that for the activators there should be glucose should be absent in the meal. When the glucose is absent and lactose is absent, then also cell will not produce the beta galactose. Why? Because lactose is required; it is inducer. And when glucose is absent and lactose is present, then and then E. coli does produces the beta galactosides. Means you can see the how sharply it decides that the if the glucose is available, then why to go for the another sugar? Because already glucose is available in the middle. And when glucose is available, and the lactose degrading enzymes are not there, despite of the lactose might be present there. And also, if the lactose is not in the medium, still there is no use to synthesize such expression of such enzymes, which is required for the lactose degradation. Hence, for the situation when the glucose is absent and lactose is present, then and then it produces the all the enzymes, the things. These are the shown in the diagrammatic way. What is actually happening when the glucose and lactose both are present? What happens to activator protein, what happens to the repressor protein, what happens to the RNA polymerase and lag of in your rough notebook you have to prepare this particular table. Here write down carbohydrate, activator protein, repressor protein, RNA polymerase, lag of, and here all situation, four situation. Glucose and lactose present. Glucose is present. Lactose is absent. Glucose and lactose both are absent. Glucose is absent and lactose. And then leave this particular space here. And after completion of this lecture, you have to fill this particular topic. Don't copy from here. Keep these particular blocks blank. And after completion of my lecture, you are expected to complete these particular things. Means what happens, whether activator bound or not, whether the replacer bound or not, whether the RNA polymerase is bound or not, and what happens to transcription, whether transcription takes place or not. If you get clear as far as this concept is concerned, then I think it is possible to fill up these particular things, and this is also helpful to for your exam preparations. Now we are going to discuss the LAC method. Whatever model of Lac operon which is proposed by the Jacob and Monod, this is due to the study of mutants. Okay, already I have given the important terminologies during the chapter of mutation. Mutation is the phenomena. Mutant we refer to the organism in which mutation occur, and mutagen is the mutation inducing physical or chemical factor. That is might known to you. Hence, lack mutants means we are discussing the organisms which have a mutation at a various reason as far as lack of are concerned. Because whatever we are discussing, it is on this particular DNA, and DNA as it is the DNA, it can be subjected to the mutation, and these mutations are helpful in order to verify that whatever Jacob and Monod proposed, whether it is correct or not for that. Now, during their study, they have isolated two main types. Lac negative mutant means which use lactose as a food source, and constitutive mutants means in which the lac operon is always on. Lac negative mutant, lac positive, lac negative. I already given that this lac word is the genes which are involved in the degradation of lactose. Okay, and on the medium, particularly McConkey's broth, McConkey's agar can be used. You know that the McConkey's broth consists of the lactose, and E. coli forms the pink color colonies. Okay, this is the general observation. Okay, there are so many variations also there. As far as the McConkey's broths are concerned, different indicators are also there. Now, I am talking regarding the particular high media McConkey's agar or normal McConkey's agar, classical McConkey's agar 007, I think that number. It consists of the neutral red, and this particular neutral red is showing the pink color colony. Pink color colony indicate that the lactose is degraded. Why? Because lactose, which is converted by these three enzymes, combination of three enzymes, and it converted into the lactic acid. And whenever the lactic acid is generated, that colony appears pink. While those organism which doesn't capable to produce the lactic acid, means they can't degrade utilize the lactose, they produce the white colonies. So this is very simple experience. Even as far as our laboratory is concerned, we can perform the experiment. And there are so many experiments are also there which allows you to detect whether the mutation is takes place or not. There, suppose you have taken the E. coli cell and they spread it on the McConkey's agar. It is a pure culture, there is no contamination, and if you visualize, then majority of colonies, for example, you got a pink color colonies, which indicate that these are the E. coli have a lactose gene, functional gene, while white color colonies are showing that there might be a mutation. Where it is mutation, we don't know. Whether it is mutation is occur at operator region, whether the mutation is occur at the Z region, Y region, or A region, not known. But any particular part, this is referred as the lac negative. Lac negative means the cell which can't capable to utilize the lactose, and lac positive is the cell which capable to utilize the lactose. But in the presence of lactose is needed. This is very much important because already I have given the condition what happens when the glucose is present, what happens when the glucose is absent, what happens both the sugars are present, both the sugars are absent and lactose is present. These all are now. First thing, they have taken the advantage of mutation phenomenon. Another thing is that they use the marrow diploids. Merozygote or merodiploid. This is the common term in case of microbiology generally we use. I think in initial lectures also I have explained about these particular terms. If anybody know what is means a merodiploid or merozygote. Okay, just
at the time of
hi.
conjugation
Hmm?
conjugationच्या टाइमला जेव्हा टू सेल्स सेपरेट होतात
Okay.
मिरोझायगोट.
Okay. Anybody has another answer?
Heterozygote is a state when a cell, usually bacterial, and it is temporarily partial diploid as a result of DNA transfer process like conjugation. Means partially diploid cell.
First of all, I want to correct you that it is not only associated with the conjugation. Even transformation, conjugation, and transduction all are contributing for the development of the marrow. Diploid term is known to you. Haploid term is known to you. Haploid means whenever the one set of chromosome
सिंगल
is
सेल.
there. Generally, in case of bacteria, we refer to it as the haploid one. Okay. In case of higher organisms, we refer them as the diploid. So, for example, our cell is a diploid. Why? Because we have the two sets. Okay, 23 pairs means each in two copies are present. And such a when two sets are there at that time, we say it as a diploid cell. And when the one set is there, it is a haploid. But generally, bacteria are always a haploid. They doesn't have more than one copies as far as chromosome is concerned. Only the single chromosome is expected as far as the cell is concerned. Henceforth, we should not refer them as a haploid diploid because permanently they are haploid. But what happens due to the transformation, conjugation, and transduction? These are the recombination methods in which only gene comes from outside and enter inside this. Now, what is the magic there? The chromosome is present there, and within that chromosome, another gene comes from outside. Means it is saying that the chromosomes are present. Chromosome is present in the single set, but in that several genes are present in the two set. Why? Because one is already present on the chromosome and another taken from outside. For example, you might know regarding the transformation during BSc you have done that the capsule producing gene. So these particular Streptococcus pneumoniae already have the capsule producing gene integrated into the chromosome. But due to the transformation, what happens? Another additional gene comes. Now, I think I have also given one particular example that the suppose you have the two copies of the book, and then I can say that you are the diploid. Why? Because Leninger books is there with you. The biochemist principles of biochemistry Leninger book is there. Everybody has in two copies. Means you can say that all the chapters are present in the two quantity. Means first books also possesses the first chapter, second book also possesses chapter. But in partial diploid, what happens? One book is there, but rather than having all the chapter, only single chapter, or you can say the single page is there. I have given extra a Xerox copy. Means it is already present in the book also, and I also given another copy. Such situation comes in case of a bacteria, and such a structure it is referred as the merodiploid or merozygote. It means partially diploid. Partially diploid means one or two genes are extra, not a whole chromosome. That never happens in case of a bacteria. So what it indicates that in this case we take meaning as far as like diploids are concerned means within a E. coli 1 lakh operon is present in the chromosome. Okay, but along with that, we also send another copy of Lagoperon, consists of all this thing I, P, O, Z, Y, A. These all are inserted. Now, within a E. coli, we have two copies of a lag. One might be present in the chromosome and another might be, for example, in a plasmid. We have taken the example of conjugation. Hence, in conjugation, it is possible to transfer the genes from by means of the plasmid. So, for example, we have inserted the plasmid outside from outside. Now, 1 lakh operon is present in the chromosome. It is an integral component of this particular bacterial cell, and one set which is sent through the coupled to the plasmid, and then it is sent. And in that way, such E. coli possesses single chromosome, but as far as lack operon is concerned, lack utilizing genes are concerned, these are present in the two sets, two lack operons are there. Hence, for mutation and merozygote, these are very much important in order to understand the lack operon concept. The first are these are referred as a constitutive mutant. Already known what is the meaning of constitutive. Constitutive means without a induction if any gene is expressing. For example, I have given the example regarding to the glycolysis gene. All the glycolysis genes are the constitutive genes. Why? Because whether the glucose is present or even it is absent, but still they are produced. Okay, as a evolution, such mechanism is equipped as far as cell is concerned. In this, what happens? The several genes are, despite of it need, and it is considered they will be definitely going to be needed by the cell, and in that sense they are always produced, means they are not under control of any repressor or inducer and all this. Hence such genes are referred as the, but we already know that the lactose utilizing genes, lactose expression genes, these are the inducible genes, they are the repressible genes because the repressor has the effect, inducer has the effect, and so they are the induction system, they are not a constant. But what happens due to the mutation, these particular lack operon genes becomes a constitutive. And whenever such changes takes place due to the mutation, a resultant bacterial cell is referred as the constitutive mutant. Okay. How we can prepare this constitutive mutant? There are two ways where the lack operon is always on. Always on means despite whether the inducer is present or absent. Generally, if the inducer lactose is absent, the expression of gene will not take place. When the lactose is present, inducer is present, then the expression will take place. Such is the thing. But what happens due to the mutation? It is always on, means regardless of whether the lactose is present or not. And one way is I minus mutation, in which lac I gene does not produce the functional repressor. Okay, means one way there should be the mutation in the repressor. If the defective repressor is produced, then of course it will not going to work. So, for example, if the functional repressor is not produced or inactive repressor is produced, there are no chances to give the response to the inducer, or even it can't bind to the operator. Hence, it never bound to the operator because mutation is takes place, it is not produced at all. Hence, RNA polymerase immediately bind to this particular promoter, and hence it is never inhibited, and there is no blockage of the transcription. Transcription will be always done. Means if you add the lactose, still the transcription takes place. If lactose is absent, still the transcription. Why? Because repressor, which is mediating formally, which is the central component as far as the induction system is concerned, a repressor system is concerned. But why? What happens due to the mutation? It is not available here. Hence, it is always on. Another is the I mutant or a recessive. Okay, I plus and I1 heterozygote. I already given that there are in merozygote there are two sets. One is the functional I and another is the inactivated. As a normal gene regulation. Suppose if we have supplied a I minus, means mutated lactoperon out from outside, and already the properly working lactoperon is there, then this heterozygote is a mediating normal regulation. And how this particular thing happens, I will explain to you. But just keep in mind that how the cell becomes a constitutive mutant. Okay. So there are several mutants, and generally here is the I plus. The plus means generally you should consider as this is a wild type. Wild type, that definition is also known to you, that it is a majorly having a genotype. For example, we refer it as a E. coli is the lactose positive. E. coli is the gram negative. E. coli is producing such and such enzymes, for example. So in that sense, I am saying the majority of E. coli among the population, the more than 99% population possesses that characteristics. We labeled it as a this. For example, we also have several generally E. coli produce the vitamin B12, but there are several strains of the E. coli. For example, E. coli Davis strain, it not produce vitamin B12. So actually, this is not a wild type. This is the mutant, because generally majority in natural state, in normal state, in physiological state, this E. coli is a producing the lactose degrading enzymes, hence it is referred as the wild type. If any E. coli strain lacks the capabilities, for example, it will not produce the vitamin B12, not produce the lactose, in that case we can say it is a mutant. Okay, and that is the rarely. Already we know that the mutations are rarely. Naturally, mutations are very much rare, and chances of happening the mutation in the lagoon once again are rare because mutations are the random. Okay, it is not so that every time mutation will occur in a lagoon. So, for example, within a 10 raised to 7 cell, one cell get mutant at that time. It is not only a lack of operon in which the mutation takes place. Henceforth, these are the some sort of a complicated experiments. So many experiments you have to design, perform lot of times, and then you will be capable to do the. Yes, I want to clear the concept one by one. Then we are going to clear our concept regarding how what actually happens as far as lack mutants are. The first thing is that the I plus it is considered as a wild type. Wild type means a normal regulation, and whatever lack operon we have discussed, that is denoted by the I plus. Where is the I? I is expressing the repressor. IPOZYA. Always keep in mind IPOZYA. I am talking regarding to I. I is a normal one. I is a wild type. Wild type means there is no problem. The repressor will produce, and it's going to bound to the operator. Operator is blocked. There is no transcription. But suppose we have added the lactose, then lactose is going to bind to the repressor. Repressor now modified, hence can't capable to bound to the operator. Hence go the transcription starts. Hence go in presence of lactose, the genes are on, transcription is on, and when the lactose is absent, it is off. But suppose if the mutation takes place into the eye, okay, if mutation is takes place into the eye, what happens? The repressor will not available now, and if repressor is not available, it is not going to bomb because repressor molecule is absent now in the cell. Hence, operator is always free. Operator is always free means RNA polymerase always can bound to the promoter, and despite of having anything, lactose degrading enzymes are produced. Why? Because although lactose is there or not there, but to taking pick up in this particular message, the repressor molecule is not there. Hence, this is referred as the I minus, means mutation occur into the I region, repressor region, and due to this, no repressor made. Or you can another way you can say that the defective repressor can be made. Both the possibilities are there. Defective repressor is produced or a no repressor is produced. Depends on the mutation where the mutation takes place. I already know given the idea that at initial part if the mutation takes place, then automatically the remaining thing will not synthesize. But the mutation takes place at the lower region, some sort of structural conformation is a main. But also we should know that the mutations are always not a negative. Due to the mutation, what happens? There are the synthesis of repressor, but the repressor is modified version. Okay, so this is referred as a super repressor. What is the problem with this super repressor? Means mutation takes place in the I region. Henceforth, a modified repressor. It is not a normal repressor is produced, but these repressor have ability to permanently bound to the operator. Means it lacks the ability to recognize the lactose. In normal case, what happens? Normal free repressor is going to bound to the operator. But suppose if the lactose is present there, lactose capable to bound to the repressor, and such a modified aggregate is never not available for the operator. But what happens here? In this case, the due to the mutation, the super repressor is formed, and the characteristic feature of the super repressor is that it doesn't recognize the lactose. It doesn't recognize the inducer. Whether it is present, absent, means although the lactose is there, it not recognized, and always it going to bound to the operator. Means it is a permanently blocking. Means whenever the repressor is produced, despite of having lactose present or absent, it is going to bound to the operator. It is permanently bound, and that happens in such a case the RNA polymerase will never initiate the transcription, and transcription is always blocked. Okay, means despite I will add the lactose or not lactose, due to this mutation there is a gene is always off. Okay, what is the meaning of this recessive dominant? I will explain after. Similarly, as the mutation takes place in I, mutations are also take place in the O region because O is associated with the promoter. Just beside the promoter, O is there. The O, wild type O, it has a normal expression and it has the particular sequence to which the repressor can bound. But now OC is the mutation, means there is a mutation occur into the operator region. What happens due to this? There is a this particular system become a constitutive. Why? Because mutation is occur, means normal repressor is produced, but it can't bind to the operator. Why? Because in operator sequence the change is takes place. Okay, in the operator there is a changes are takes place. Henceforth they can't bind. And henceforth, lag genes are always on. There is another term Cs that also I will explain. First, we will get familiarized with the vocabulary, terminology associated with this topic. Then I will one by one going to explain. Now, another mutation is that is referred as the OS. That is referred as the super repressed operator. In super repressed operator, what happens? In operator, mutation takes place. But what is the problem with that mutation? The normal repressor protein stays permanently bound to it. Okay, means modification is there, and due to this, a normal repressor, despite of having this particular lactose present or absent, the repressor is normal, but operator is defective now. Henceforth, it is going to always get bound repressor, and henceforth there is also a no transcript. Similarly, there might be a mutation in case of ZYA. In case of Z, normal synthesis there is no defect as far as the Z gene is concerned. It is producing the functional galactosidase. If the normal Y gene is there, that is the functional permease. If the normal A is there, it is the normal functional transgenic. All are referred as a wild type. Why? Because in natural state, we are expecting that these all should be the properly working. While in suppose in Z the mutation takes place, defect takes place, then what happens? The galactosidase will be not produced. If Y minus is happen mutation occur in the Y gene, then the defective permease A minus defective transgenase. So that is also possible. Means suppose everything is working properly and mutation occur at Z, then that cell will lacks the galactosidase. So these are the several locations at which the mutations would be takes place. And in the red diagram here I have shown here, that is the I minus, IS, OC, OS, Z minus, Y minus, A minus. These all are referred as the lac mutant. These are the particular lacs. But how we can trace out that whether the mutation is occur at I region, whether the mutation occur at Z region? I mean, so many number of experiments you have to perform, and then it is possible that the this repressor has such a role, this particular structural genes has such and such a role, this Y is such and such a role. In that way, these mutants are there. And one by one, we are going to explain. I think we have time, then we can continue. Okay, one topic. Okay, I think rather than starting the explanation, I expect among you to please revise this particular topic, and once it is clear, then it is very easy for to understand the next topic. Hence, those who are attended very sharply, I request you to please repeat these particular things one by one. What is means I, what is means I minus. Yes, who is going to explain? I'm finding Chanchal first. Chanchal, what is means I plus? You have to just read these things and explain your understanding. Hello.
I plus means it is a wild type.
Hmm.
It's normal regulation
Hmm.
on presence of lactose and off in absence of lactose. Means if the lactose is present, then I plus means it is a inducer. Sorry, it is a repressor. Uh, if lactose is present, then lycopyrrone is on, and if the lactose is absent, lycopyrrone is off. If lactose is absent, then repressor proteins bind to the operator region. Therefore, RNA polymerase cannot bind to the operator region. Therefore, lycopyrrone is off. And if the lactose is present, then repressor protein is not bind to the operator region. Therefore, the RNA polymerase is preferred to binding at the operator region, and the lycopyrrone is on.
Okay, very good. Now second I minus, who is going to explain? Now it is a mutant state in which in I region mutation takes place. Immediately take the lead. We have
In I minus, there is that is a mutant state. So the no repression is meant. So the gene is always on, and so it is will be the recessive gene.
Okay, but please explain.
Uh,
You have to just explain. No, gene is. I think we have. I find it possible. Please
Hello.
switch off your audio. Okay. Supriya, very good. Then next. Okay, next. Who is going to read?
yes, sir.
Okay.
Mutation takes place
Yes,
by the
Nikita.
modified repressor.
Hmm?
Mutation takes place by the modified repressor, and this repressor permanently bound to the operator gene, which is always off. Then transcription process get blocks.
Where the mutation occur? Mutation occur at which region? I region. Mutation occurred at I. I is expressing for the repressor.
Repressor.
Due to the mutation, what happens?
It takes place modified repressor.
Very good. It produces the modified repressor. That is referred as, what is the name given to that modified repressor?
I plus
Super repressor.
super repressor.
Okay. What is the characteristics of super repressor?
नॉर्मल आहे त्याच्यापेक्षा जास्त रिप्रेस झालेला प्रोटीन
Okay. Super repressor ची characteristic feature हे आहे की it is a permanently bound to operator. Means it doesn't require recognize the inducer. Super repressors, what is the property of super repressor? It is permanently bound to operator. And due to this, what happens? Due to this, genes are always off. Okay. In that, you have to explain mutation occur in I region. This lead to create the super repressor. Super repressor is the modified repressor. It has ability to permanently bound to the operator. And as the super repressor permanently bound to operator, gene is always off. Okay, next. Very good. Nikita, next. Who is going to explain? Boys are too much inactive. What is the problem?
Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
yes.
Hello.
Yes, Krishna, you are audible.
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah.
Sir,
Mutation, first normal operator, and what happens when the mutation takes place in the OC, origin. That you have to explain.
firstly, operator is cis acting element,
Hmm?
which is
Don't
present in
go
the.
further, Krishna. If you have extra knowledge, don't give me it. I have to take care of all the students. I have not explained any cis, any trans, nothing else. We are going too much systematically.
Yes, sir.
Whatever I am expecting, that I am expecting to.
It is.
Okay, it might be possible
Yes, sir.
for you, but there might be another sources.
Multi-
Okay, whatever which is available here, that we have to discuss.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir, for that. O plus is the wild type of operators region. There is a normal expression
Hmm.
of attached structure.
Hmm.
Yes.
In the operator region, there is a normal sequence is there, and normal sequence
Where
have
where
ability to bound to
repressor
the
binds.
repressor. Very good. Now, If mutation occur in operator region, what might be the possibility? Or what is the meaning of OC? OC means mutation takes place in operator, but how it is showing its mechanism? Yes, yes, Krishna. Any trouble is there? Hello. Okay, if he has a point problem. Yes, Krishna. Hello.
Sir, I think repressor bind in tetramer form on operator side.
Okay. What is I am expecting? Once again, I am repeating you, Krishna. One by one, systematically, we are going to. It is not only. I have not given a lot of details. I am only expecting that what is the meaning of OC. Okay, already 1.2.3 point already clear. You have to just explain me that sir mutation occur at OC region that leads to a lack of run constitutive. Why? Because due to the mutation of in operator region, repressor is unable to bound and henceforth the lag gene is on. That you have to explain simple thing. It is a tetramer, it is a cis acting, it is that acting. That will also we are going to discuss. But one by one, step by step. Okay, I suggest somebody else to discuss the ZYA. Next student, please. Only 5 minutes are there. Harshada, don't attend the lecture passively. Be a part of active member of this lecture. Okay, Chanchal, please explain. I think you have no problem as far as
Yes,
the
sir.
data pattern. Please explain what happens. What is means Z plus Y plus A plus Z minus Y minus.
Uh,
Hmm.
Z plus Y plus A plus, it is the structural gene. If the
Hmm.
lactose is present, then Z plus, it is produce the galactosidase, means it functional, it express, transcribe and produce galactosidase. Y plus produce a permase and A plus is produce the transacetylase.
Very good. This is the wild type. But what happens? What about the what is means Z minus?
Z minus it's mutant. It produce defective galactosidase.
Hmm.
If mutation occurs in gene, uh, if lactose are not present, then
And
also it
so
produce
the
the
genes it
galactosidase.
doesn't keep in mind ZYA mutation not affect the expression. Why? Because these are the structural genes. Okay, I will explain this particular thing in the coming lecture. But just keep in mind if the mutation occur at Z region, it is Z minus and it not produce the galactosidase, normal galactosidase. If mutation occur at Y region, there is a permease will not produce or defective permease will produce. It means respective enzymes are get distorted and they will not remain
This
functional. Okay. So how
okay.
this particular data and how this particular vocabulary is applicable that we are going to discuss in the next lecture. In that we are going to discuss that how this particular lagoperon is traced out. Okay. We'll stop here
Okay.
and we are going to continue in the next lecture. Okay. Goodbye.